If you're like me and you love reggae music, you love listening to roots reggae music, you buy roots reggae music albums, and if you like to engage with people who love reggae music, fans of real reggae music, then this channel is for you. This is Irie Roots Reggae Reviews. Stay tuned.
I hail the King of Kings. Who shall tell his time? Who shall be?
Hello everyone, I'm Gideon St.Helen. I'm originally from St. Lucia in the Caribbean, now based in the San Francisco Bay Area. I'm a toxicologist by training, but this has absolutely nothing to do with the contents of this channel. More relevant is that I'm a lover of real reggae music, roots reggae music. Welcome to my new channel, Irie Roots Reggae Reviews. Here I'll be reviewing recently released reggae albums, and maybe some older albums also, maybe 2 to 3 years old. These are albums that are released specifically under the genre of reggae music. Now we know that there is considerable subjectivity in how we hear and interpret reggae music, or music on a whole. So there might be some song or there might be an album that I really like and I think is such a great album, but you might listen to it and think, I'm not really into this album, I'm not really into this song. There's definitely subjectivity in how we hear music, how we interpret it. And so to minimize the subjectiveness of my reviews, and I confess that there will still be some measure of subjectivity, but just to minimize it, I've come up with an overall score, what I call the Irie Roots Reggae score, the Irie Roots Reggae score, based on 5 criteria. 1, I'll be looking at the originality or the authenticity of the music, of the album, including the artist himself or herself. So the musical style, how close is that musical style to reggae? How closely do they keep to the fundamentals of reggae music? I'll be looking at the lyricism. So the second criteria is the lyrics itself, how profound are the lyrics. Then I'll be focusing on the production or the instrumentation of the album, looking at the musical arrangement, the quality of the sound, the recording, and the quality of the final mix. And then the 4th criteria is just the coherence of the album. We know that an album is not just a collection of individual tunes, but is the album coherent? Is there a central theme? And then the 5th criteria is I'll focus on the accessibility of the album. Does this album advance reggae music? And by accessibility, I mean if you take somebody who's never really listened to reggae music and you let them listen to the album, will they take something from this album? Will they hear something that leaves an impression? So how accessible are the songs on the album? So the Irie Roots Reggae score, it's an average of all of these criteria, and all of them I'll rank from 1 to 10, 10 being the best, 10 being great. So the average of these scores will also rank from 1 to 10, where 10 is a great or excellent reggae album, 8 to 9 would be a very good reggae album, 6 to 7 would be a decent reggae album, and then 1 to 5 would just be a poor reggae album. It might be a good music album, but I'm specifically focusing on the reggae-ness of the album. So poor reggae album, not necessarily, I'm not saying your album is not good, I'm just saying it's not a good reggae album. Now in each of the videos, in each of the reviews that I do, I'll try to follow a very similar format where I'll introduce the artist, I'll introduce the album, then I'll tell you what I liked about the album, and I'll tell you what I did not like about the album, if any, and then I'll give you the Irie Roots Reggae score. Now I aim to do this regularly as much as my time will allow. This is something that I've done a couple times on my other channel where I mainly do guitar instrumentals, and I really like doing these reggae album reviews. So I decided to start a channel specifically devoted to reggae album reviews. If you're an artist, if you're a producer, if you're a manager, if you're a promoter, if you have a new album coming out and you'd like for me to preview it and do a review, this would be excellent. I'd really appreciate that. I'm really looking forward to doing these reggae album reviews. So if you're an artist, if you're a producer, if you're a manager, if you're a promoter, Roots Reggae, you could please contact me at rootsreggaereviews@gmail.com, rootsreggaereviews@gmail.com. And also I'd like to hear from you, the viewers, the lovers of reggae music. If there is an album that you know that has been released, please write it in the comments. I'm really looking forward to hearing from you. And also, if there's a way that you think that I could improve on the content of this channel, I'd really appreciate any ideas, any thoughts. Please subscribe, like, share. Also click on that notification button so that whenever I release a new review that you'll get it instantly, you'll get a notification. I'm really looking forward to engaging with you, lovers of real reggae music out there. Also, I have a new review coming up right after this. So until next time, live life Irie and listen to Roots.
The results of war and strife.